Hey everybody, we are fishing Gatlinburg this morning. Figured I'd take a break from my normal trips up in the park catching wild fish. Take this chance to pick on a few stalkers this morning. I've not fished Gatlinburg in a little while because the water has been so low and so warm. I don't like fishing hot water like that. It stresses the fish out. It's not good for them. But a couple of days ago it came a big rain. The water is up to actually like springtime flows this morning. It looks really good, so it's got it cooled down. I'm hoping the fishing's going to be on fire this morning, but I mostly wanted to come here because I wanted to try out this new micro leader that I tied for my Euro setup. So we're going to be testing that out. So if my casting looks a little off this morning, which I'm not the best fly caster in the world anyways, but if it looks a little off than what it normally does, that's why I'm testing out this new leader. But we'll see how it goes. Thanks. There's a fish. Feels like a pretty good one. Yeah, definitely feels like a nicer fish. So far this micro leader is casting pretty dang smooth. I've not fished with it much yet, you know, just a few casts in, but it's casting a lot smoother than what I thought it would. I've heard that a lot of people, whenever they start fishing these micro leaders, they kind of want to start overpowering their casts because they think they have to cast it harder to get it out, but it's really the opposite. So I'm just trying to use short, smooth casts, and so far it's working out good. I like it. And this fish is dogging me. I'm using 6X Tippet, so I don't really want to horse him too much. He's not like a monster, but you know, he's a decent fish. Alright, so I've got him upstream from me now. I'm just going to try to swing him around, let him come down into the net. If he'll cooperate. Put a little more pressure on him here, get him on in. Nope. There we go. Yeah, that's a big fatty. Definitely a fun way to start the morning. We'll get him unhooked here and get him released. Big stalker rainbow. Just a fun way to start the morning. That's a nice fish. Goes. All right, so yeah, that was a good fish to start the morning out with. Let's see if we can get another one here. There he is. Not as big. There we go. Wow, that's a pretty one for a stockfish. Little spots. Thank you, buddy. So one thing that I have noticed so far with this micro leader is how smooth it is going through my guides. Normally, you know, I'm kind of fighting with my leader a little bit, trying to get it to run down through my guides, even though I try my best to tie, you know, good smooth knots and stuff in it. This micro leader is just unreal. If anybody wants to know the formula for it, well then just comment below in the video, and I'll get that formula for this leader to you. It's really nice. I'm liking it a lot. I just missed another fish right there. See if we can replicate that cast and get him to hit again. So far it seems like they're laying just down here in the tail out of this run. Oh. Alright, so got another fly tied on. What actually happened on that last bite that I had, I actually broke off my fly on the hook set, and I'm sure what's happened is those last fish that I caught probably rode me up against a rock or two, put a fray or two in my tippet, and caused a weak spot in it. So that leads me to my next tip. Always check your tippet material after you've caught a fish or two. I mean, it only takes a second, and I know it's hard to remember. You know, I just forgot to do it right there. I'm getting bites, I'm catching fish. It's hard to think about, you know, just taking a second to check your tippet. But in the long run, it pays off, because right there, you know, if I would have just checked it, well then I would have probably caught a fish and saved a fly. So just take a second, check out your stuff after you've caught a fish or two. Help you out in the long run. There's one. That fish hammered that. I don't know if y'all could see that cider material jump or not. It's still pretty early in the morning, so I'm sure the lighting isn't the best for the camera. But that fish absolutely hammered that fly. This rain that we've had dumping into this stream, it's got these fish fired up. They're fighting hard. Then ran around behind me and made a lap around me. Come on, let's go, buddy. Pretty nice fish. Man, these fish this morning are fat. Another nice fish, big old fat stalker. There he goes. Oh, these fish are just stacked up in the tail end of this run. I mean, stacked in it. One. Oh, quick release, quick release. It's all right. One thing I got a note on about this leader is the sensitivity is just unreal. That fish right there that I just lost, he barely hit. I mean, barely hit. And I still had no trouble feeling him. Way more sensitive than the leader formula that I was using. I believe this is going to be my new permanent setup. There's one. I can't believe how many fish I'm catching right here just out of this one hole. It's crazy. See if we can get him in pretty quick. He's not fighting too hard. Oh, okay, never mind. Another quick release. He's kicked it into high gear there at the end. Alright, I'm gonna take a second here, check over my tippet, leader, make sure everything's good. Alright, everything looked pretty good. See if we can't get another one here. Maybe we'll actually get this one into the net. It's 2 in a row that I've lost. Oh, missed him. There he is. Was able to get back in there, same exact spot, same exact cast, and get him to hit again. A lot of times when you miss one Euro nymphing, even on wild fish, if you miss one, if you can replicate that cast and get those flies back in that same exact drift, a lot of times that fish will hit again. Come on, buddy. Turn downstream. There we go. Another nice one. Pretty fish. Whoop. There he goes. That fish said he was done. Wasn't sticking around. I don't blame him. If I had to see my ugly mug, I'd probably be ready to get away too. Alright, I believe they finally slowed down in this hole. We're going to move on downstream to the next one. Alright, let's see what we can do right here. Alright, got one on here. Wasn't recording when he hit. Oh, he's in this swifter water. Come on, buddy. Get out of there. Sorry if y'all can't see because of the sun glaring. Here he is. Wow, that's a real pretty fish. Look at that green back on him. These fish are so fat I can't hardly get my hand around them. Dude. In case y'all are wondering what I'm catching these fish on, I'm sure you guys have seen already me taking it out of their mouth, but it's just a size 10 tan mop fly. These stock fish just absolutely love that mop fly, which I guess it looks like a big food pellet to them. I don't know, but they absolutely love it. They eat it up. All right, got a fresh battery in the camera. I'll take a few steps out here. See if I can't fish this slower water here on the other side of this run. Felt like a fish. Still getting used to this leader. It's so sensitive, literally everything feels like a fish. But I'm pretty sure that was. Try to fish that slower pocket on the back side of that rock over there. One. Hooked him quite a ways downstream. See if I can get him up against this current here without having to go down. I believe so. He don't feel very big. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's not big at all. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. That is actually a little smallmouth bass. Whoop. Flopped out of my hand. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to catch a smallmouth out of here. Not the first time I've caught smallmouth Euro nymphing. They'll hit these big mop flies and stuff sometimes. That's a trout. Okay, I might have a little harder time with him going downstream. I definitely do not want him to get down there into that. Have my hands full then. He's just gonna either have to stay up here or break me off one. See if I can swing him around upstream from me. These fish are fighting so hard this morning. It's got to be where the water's cooled down a little bit. Oh! Put too much side pressure on him, popped the fly out of his mouth. And this micro leader is I'm able to fish further away from me. Normally whenever I would try to make a longer cast away from me Euro nymphing, my flies would want to sag back to me, but now this micro leader just takes every bit of the sag and weight that I have out of the line and out of the leader, and I'm able to fish further away from me, get a more natural drift at a longer distance. There's something over there, hammered it. Didn't really hit like a trout. May have been another smallmouth. That's where I caught that last one at. Whatever it is, it's got to be small because I can't get a hook in it, which leads me to believe it is. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say leads me to believe creek minnows, but oh, I think I'm gonna change fly. I don't know what's wrong with this. I can't keep a fish on it. All right, so got one on here in this really swift water. I casted right out in that little slow pocket on the back side of that rock. He drilled the fly Now I just gotta try to get him in. There we go. Pretty little fish. Let's get him turned loose. Get back out there, see if there's another one in there. Yeah, so if this right here doesn't tell you how the flows are this morning, water's up over the walkway here. Which is good for this time of year. It's real good. I'm gonna try to fish for just a little while longer. Sun's starting to get pretty hot in the sky. It's starting to warm up. I know as soon as that happens, well, then this water temperature is going to start shooting up also, so try to keep my fishing limited early morning or late in the evening this time of year. There's one. Don't look like a bad fish. Oh yeah, I'll take them like that all day long. Really nice fish. Another big fatty. Nice fish. Alright guys, so starting to warm up quite a bit. Running low on batteries. I'm on my last one, about halfway through it. Probably gonna fish this little run right here and call it quits. It's been a pretty good morning though. Oh, there was one right there. But we'll see if we can't pull another one out of here real quick before we head to the house. honestly shocked that I'm not caught one out of here yet. There's a nice little deep run. I'm getting some good drifts through it. Oh, there he is. Just needed a little bit of encouragement, I guess. Come on, buddy, where are you going? There he is. Get him unhooked here. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for me this morning. I caught that last fish that y'all saw and decided to go ahead and call it quits there. Sun started getting pretty high in the sky, started getting really hot really fast, but had a really good morning. Caught quite a few fish, put a few good fish in the net. New micro leader setup worked perfect. Can't wait to use it some more. Really interested in seeing how it does with lighter weight flies, but I think that's really where it's going to shine. But all in all, it was a good morning. Thanks for watching.